Full moon, so look out. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. Jaime Munguia, 6 foot tall, with a weight of 160 pounds. His reach is 72 inches. And he'll be squaring off against Amir Khan. Weighed in at 66 kilos even, 174 centimeters tall, with a reach of 180 centimeters.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
Jaime the Beast Munguia, when your hometown is Tijuana, Mexico, you're gonna be a problem. The knockout machine looks for another victim here in this one. Amir Khan, one of the finest fighters Britain's ever produced. Olympic silver medalist in 2004, multi-time world champion, fighting out of Bolton, UK.
Oh, pure bad blood.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, here is the hard-hitting knockout artist and a super welterweight champion of the world, Jaime Munguia. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir Khan.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many fights like this, and it's very eerie.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup, and here we go. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. What an amazing environment, Johnny. A special night. These two gladiators going at it in the outdoors.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this? These fighters, this is going to be so hard, so different.
Amir Khan is rocked! This could be as Khan is down. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Good, look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
I need you to switch back on, get focused, ready to go.
And there's the bell to start round 2. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. We wanted action, and they are delivering. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
You fight a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Hold that thought! And this is not the way Munguia thought this fight was going to go. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You're much better. He's not in your league. Come.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get in this round.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Nope, that hook won't score. Nice counter. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently. Hold it right there. Oh boy, Amir Khan dazed. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Holding nothing back here in the round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
There's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Beautiful counter shot. Misses with that uppercut. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Amir Khan, and he just put Amir Khan down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five, six. And you are ready.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there.
They're happy. Hold it right there. This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
Good work. Don't forget the...
On to the fifth we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
His stamina is off the charts. Amir Khan backing up. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punch. Right uppercut just off target. Beautiful counter punch. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Has to be. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to...
On to the sixth round. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. And the build-up to this fight, Johnny. This power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12. I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Good defense to block the hook. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And down goes Amir Khan. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. You still want to fight?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Amir Khan has rocked! And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Give me your club.
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Here we go, it's round 7. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Knocked down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Misses with the straight left. Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter punch. Right uppercut just off target. They exchange punches. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
That jab misses. His jab just got blocked. Good job defending the jab. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. And we enter the 8th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
It's all. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Munguia made a mistake, and now he's paying the price. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. That right hook catching air. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. There's a counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Get that jab back. Just boxing.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
That counter shot lands. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Beautiful counter punch. Can't score with that hook again. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Good job defending the jab. Incredible work rate. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out if you prepare.
This is the 10th. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That uppercut just missed. They blocked the jab. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The stamina is off the charts. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
It's when you talk about championship material.
Stay focused. Don't let him back.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing?
And there's the bell to start round 11. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Swing and a miss with that jab. And he scores with the counter. Good defense with that left jab. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Counter punch caught him clean. Beautiful counter punch. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch.
Great round, great round. Now relax. You were thinking.
On to the 12th. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
A perfect counter shot. That hook was off target. Nice counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? His stamina is off the charts. That big hook doesn't land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.